there. We can handle it here.
All three archers here! Godwin! Get over here, Ragnaros. Join the line.
Pour oil on them.
Return fire! What the fuck are you waiting for? Die, you die! That was close. Get ready for another attack! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking Yuvat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
That you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Auden, whatever. What does it actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Berghoff and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world.
sure, but you promised O'Hannish that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Let's keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Besides, we won't stand a chance against them. Do anything foolish. Just follow my orders.
What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz. I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you, or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me. More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a god? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky, thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Be quiet, you flea bit down.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few
Look
dice.
out! For the love of
Henry!
God.
Hey!
How many times
Call
do I have
off
to tell
that
you?
mutt of yours.
I hate playing with you.
Come here.
Why not?
What's all the fuss about,
Because
Mutt?
you cheat.
Are you that hungry?
I do.
All right. I'll see what I can get for
And
you.
how come you always win then, eh?
Hoorah!
That's an easy
He said it
one.
was.
I always win.
That bargain
Because you
was a
always
pain
lose.
in
I have
the
for you.
Ha ha. Very
Mutt,
droll.
come here.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll the
Henry,
No.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
one little game, eh?
Leave me alone.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling. How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
I apologise. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right, then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
let's save the wages for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
So, should we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
You're right. Hang on a while. Here, Mutt. Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Bergoff's castle. And I'll be invited too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Zahand always keeps you close at hand. All right then, here's your sausage. And don't forget about me tomorrow. My favourite is boar meat with rosehip sauce and cabbage.
Look what I have for you.
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? Didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Very nice, James, Henry. Nice job.
you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. That's the way. Keep your distance, Henry. Good. That's the way. Wrong. Good. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
That's it. That's so close to me. Pretty good. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Sweet. Nice. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Good riposte. Nice work, Henry.
Henry.
We're too slow. Nice.
Now it's done.
All right, all right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself.
That hit home.
That must have hurt. Don't you think you can heal?
More like that, and he'll be on his back.
Block. Go, fellas, go!
Wait,
And it's done.
I'm no match for
And
you.
you've had it. I'd say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
on, gentlemen.
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
Yeah. But that was nearly the first time in my life I ever held a sword. It's no wonder.
Well, forging a sword isn't the same as wielding one.
Oates, what's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours.
Hazer. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough! You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame! You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see him?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Bergov is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds. Oh.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.